The Dodgers might not boast the highest payroll in MLB, but they've mastered the art of managing expenses by creatively deferring salaries. In a twist that benefits their financial flexibility, the Dodgers' current payroll comes in slightly lower than that of the New York Mets, whose recent signing of Juan Soto to a record 15-year, $765 million deal set new standards, thanks in large part to heavily deferred contracts. According to calculations by the AP and USA Today, the Mets' payroll hovers around $322 to $323 million, while the Dodgers' payroll is just a hair under at roughly $319 to $321 million. Despite this close margin, the Dodgers' savvy use of deferrals gives them a distinct advantage when it comes to luxury tax commitments and overall financial strategy. A major contributor to this lower immediate payroll is the deferral built into high-profile contracts. For example, Shohei Ohtani's massive 10-year, $700 million deal includes a staggering $68 million in deferrals from his $70 million annual salary. Similarly, other Dodgers stars, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith, and Tommy Edman, benefit from deferred salary structures that effectively reduce the team's present-day financial obligations. Even Blake Snell's 5-year, $182 million contract, the largest signed in the offseason, comes with $13 million deferred each year. While critics have accused the Dodgers of gaming the system, both MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred and Players Union boss Tony Clark have pointed out that these deferrals comply with current rules. Manfred acknowledged the financial disparity that teams in smaller markets face compared to the Dodgers' resources, but also emphasized that the Dodgers are simply operating within the system's framework. Overall, the Dodgers' ability to defer significant portions of player salaries not only lowers their immediate payroll, but also provides them with a competitive edge in an era of soaring average MLB salaries, which have already surpassed the $5 million mark.
What's up, baseball finance fanatics? Welcome back to the channel for a look behind the curtain at how the Los Angeles Dodgers, despite their reputation for splashing cash on top talent, actually don't have the highest payroll in Major League Baseball. It might surprise you to learn that another National League powerhouse, the New York Mets, actually have a slightly higher payroll. So, what's the Dodgers' secret to assembling such a star-studded roster without leading the league in spending? The answer lies in a clever financial strategy: the extensive use of deferred contracts, particularly for their biggest stars like Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts. Let's break down this fascinating financial maneuvering. It's a common perception that the Los Angeles Dodgers have a seemingly unlimited budget when it comes to acquiring players. And while they certainly aren't shy about spending money, the video you sent over reveals an interesting fact: the Dodgers gladly, perhaps even gleefully, defer to the New York Mets when it comes to the highest payroll in MLB. This is largely due to the Dodgers' heavy reliance on deferred contracts, most notably the massive deferrals given to Shohei Ohtani and several other key players. This strategy allows them to sign top-tier talent while keeping their present-day payroll figure slightly lower than that of their National League rival, who notably signed outfielder Juan Soto to a record-breaking 15-year, $765 million contract this offseason. The video references calculations from the Associated Press and USA Today, which both place the Mets' opening day payrolls slightly ahead of the Dodgers. The AP puts the Mets at $322.6 million and the Dodgers at $319.5 million, while USA Today's more precise figures show the Mets at just over $323 million and the Dodgers at just over $321 million. These calculations show that the payrolls of these two NL powerhouses are within just 1% of each other. The video also highlights the overall trend of rising salaries in MLB, with the average salary increasing by 3.6% from last year to over $5.16 million, marking the first time the $5 million barrier has been broken. Juan Soto's massive contract, with an average annual value of over $61 million, significantly contributed to this increase, surpassing the previous high of $43.3 million shared by former Mets pitchers Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander. Interestingly, the Dodgers themselves played a significant role in the rise of average salaries, increasing their payroll by an MLB high $69 million this offseason. primarily through the signings of free agents like Blake Snell, Tanner Scott, Michael Conforto, and Kirby Yates. Other teams with substantial payroll increases include the Baltimore Orioles, Arizona Diamondbacks, and San Diego Padres. But as the video astutely points out, the central takeaway from all this financial data is the Dodgers' extensive use of deferred salaries. This innovative approach substantially lowers the present-day value of their contracts and is arguably their biggest competitive advantage. As the video humorously states, while the New York Yankees can have their torpedo bats, the Dodgers' extensive use of deferred money might just win the award for Innovation of the Year in MLB. The video then delves into the specifics of these deferred contracts. Shohei Ohtani, in his groundbreaking 10-year, $700 million contract signed before the 2024 season, is deferring a staggering $68 million of his $70 million annual salary every single year of the deal. This massive deferral has a significant impact on the team's luxury tax commitment and penalties, in addition to simply decreasing their present-day payroll figure. But Ohtani isn't the only Dodger with a deferred contract. The video lists a veritable who's who of their batting order whose contracts include deferrals: Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith, and Tommy Edman. Even Blake Snell, the two-time Cy Young Award winner whose 5-year, $182 million contract was the largest the team handed out this past offseason, has $13 million deferred every year. This extensive use of deferred salaries has led to accusations that the Dodgers are gaming the system. However, as the video notes, both MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred and Players Union boss Tony Clark addressed this issue during spring training, stating that these contract deferrals do not violate any current rules within the collective bargaining agreement. Nevertheless, the current collective bargaining agreement is set to expire after the 2026 season. And the video highlights that the creative use of deferrals by teams like the Dodgers will certainly be a point of discussion during the next round of negotiations. Commissioner Manfred himself acknowledged this during a February news conference, expressing concerns about the disparity in financial resources between teams and the potential impact on competitive balance. While he stopped short of criticizing the Dodgers directly, stating that they are simply operating within the current system, he admitted that this issue is at the top of my list of concerns about what's going on in the sport. The video goes on to mention other teams with high payrolls, including the New York Yankees, Philadelphia Phillies, Toronto Blue Jays, Texas Rangers, Houston Astros, Atlanta Braves, and San Diego Padres, all exceeding $200 million in opening day payroll according to USA Today. Conversely, the video also points out the teams with the lowest payrolls, with 5 teams: the Pittsburgh Pirates, Chicago White Sox, Tampa Bay Rays, Oakland Athletics, and Miami Marlins, having payrolls under $100 million. Finally, the video touches on the concentration of salaries among the top players, noting that the top 50 out of 953 players on opening day rosters will make 29% of the total salaries, a percentage that has remained consistent for the past 3 years. The top 100 players earn a staggering 48% of all salaries. This highlights the significant financial disparity between the league's stars and the rest of the players. The Dodgers' strategic use of deferred contracts is a fascinating example of how teams can creatively manage their finances while still acquiring elite talent. It allows them to compete at the highest level without necessarily having the absolute highest payroll in the league. Whether this strategy will face scrutiny and potential changes in the next collective bargaining agreement remains to be seen. But for now, it's a key component of the Dodgers' success. What are your thoughts on the Dodgers' use of deferred contracts? Do you think it's a smart strategy or a way of gaming the system? Should there be rules to limit the amount of salary that can be deferred? Share your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more insights into the business side of baseball, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content. We'll catch you in the next one. Nguyen Va Noi Dung Lien Quan.